Hey everyone, this is another short series that you could add on to a workout. This is going to be a bridge series. We're going to have one red spring, one blue spring. That's a heavy and a medium spring. If your hamstrings tend to cramp, you could do 2 red springs, 2 heavy springs. Make sure your headrest is all the way down in the flat position. We're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna start with our heels on, hip distance apart, scoot away from the shoulder rests. We're gonna start with some spinal articulations. So tuck the pelvis under. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Squeezing the glutes to the top, keeping those abs and ribs in, and then lower slow, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the bottom. Start back at that neutral position, tuck the pelvis under, use those lower abs to initiate the motion. Rolling up, squeeze those glutes at the top, lengthen through the front of the hips, and then lower down. Trying to keep that carriage as still as possible, working those hamstrings. Make sure those ribs aren't flaring, that they're pulled in. 2 more like this. Keeping those knees parallel with the heels. This next one, we're going to roll all the way up, holding it at the top. Squeeze those glutes, keep those abs tight. Now we're going to keep a flat back, hinge at the hips, go halfway down and all the way up. Going slow. You're lifting through those glutes and hamstrings, not by flaring the ribs or arching the back. Keep going, hinging at the hips, tuck under. 5 more here. Last one. Hold at the top. We're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the bottom. Quick little breather, relax the pelvis. And then we're going to roll back up, one vertebrae at a time, holding it at the top. Now we're going to press the carriage all the way out, extending those legs. The hips will drop to a hover and pull it in slow. The slower you go, the more you'll use those hamstrings. All the way back to the stopper. Lengthen the legs long. As you pull it in, you want to lift those hips back up. But remember, don't flare the ribs. Make sure those knees are still in line with those heels, that they're not flaring out to the side or in as you pull in. Two more here. Last one. Pull it all the way into the stopper. Hold it. Now just go down an inch and up an inch. Just think about like tucking the pelvis a little deeper, squeezing those glutes and hamstrings. 3 more. Last one, hold it. Now roll down 1, vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the bottom. Bring those knees into your chest. Quick breather. Then we have one more variation. We're going to bring our heels wide into second position. So heels are wide. Keep a slight turn out of the knees. We're going to tuck the pelvis under again. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Squeezing those glutes. And then roll down. So just a few roll downs with those knees wide. Those heels are on the foot bar. Then we're going to add on. One more. We're going to hold those hips at the top. Now we're just going to rotate the knees in towards each other and then back out. If they can't fully touch, that's fine. You're just doing the motion of opening and closing those knees. Make sure those hips aren't dropping and those ribs are in. Five more here. Last one. Keep those legs wide. Roll down one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the bottom. Quick little breather. We're going to roll back up one vertebrae at a time. Keeping those legs wide, we're going to extend the carriage or extend those legs all the way out and then slowly pull it back in, going back into that wide second position. So you should feel the outer glutes a little bit more since we have the legs wider. Keep tucking the pelvis under. Five more. Last one, we're going to pull it all the way into the stopper. We're going to keep a flat back, hinging at the hips. You're going to tap your butt close to the bottom. Lift up, bring those knees into tap. Open them wide and then drop those hips. So lift, rotate the knees, tap, open, and then drop. Again, trying to keep that carriage as still as possible. Almost there. Five more. Last one. Open the legs. After you close, open, keep those hips high. Now just drop the hips down an inch and up an inch for 10. Go slow. 9. Squeeze those glutes and hamstrings. 8. Last 3, 2, 1. Roll down slow. 1 vertebrae at a time. You can reach one leg up to the ceiling. Pull back, just getting a little stretch through the hamstrings. And then you cross that leg over, do a little figure 4 stretch. You can press out on that leg slightly, or grab underneath that hamstring and pull it in more. And then other side, reach that other foot up to the ceiling, grab behind the calf. Trying to relax that hamstring. And then cross that leg over the other. Press out on that knee slightly. Little figure four stretch. Or grab underneath that hamstring to pull it in more. And then rest those feet on the foot bar. Just rock the legs side to side. Quick little back stretch and hips. Keeping those shoulders on the mat as much as possible. And then come back to center. You can roll on up, and that is our class. Quick glute bridging, and I will see you guys at the next one.